Ho-ho! It's a Federation log for the 12th day of July 2008. Welcome back to the Hitchhiker's Travel Guide to Survival on Camelback. And it's been a whirlwind adventure for myself and the Honourable Member for Hastings. Together, we've explored the ocean and rainforests of Victoria, all before catching a plane to the way out back of Central Australia, the ancient landmass of Gondwana, where the gods played frisbee with UFOs and our forefathers played as quarterbacks for Lemuria. What a time indeed. What a beautiful time it was. It's sure good to be alive and kicking as the human race enters this magical time of mayhem. Of course there will be turbulence ahead, and why not, as the many mental midgets and social misfits in the political and corporate realm apply their prowess to the world's challenges, only to be slapped down like a dunny lid and blown off like a fart in a fan factory. There's nothing to fear, it's all good. Welcome back to Uluru, and to those who like to measure things with a scientific ruler, she's a rounded red sandstone monolith over 9 kilometres in circumference, rising to a height of over 340 metres above the plain. The rock art in the caves around its base are evidence of the long-lasting cultural traditions of Anangu people. The huge rock formation of Uluru has special significance to the Anangu. They believe that there is a hollow below the ground which holds a lot of energy, and this is where their dream time began. Many other traditions describe this place as the heart chakra of the planet Earth. The Anangu believe that the area around Uluru is the home of their ancestors. There are lots of important sites to be found here. Each site is a record of a special ancestral event which is still recognised today amongst the Anangu people. Aboriginals believe that in the beginning the world was unformed and featureless. Ancestral beings emerged and journeyed across the earth, creating all the living things and the features of the landscape you see today. The travels of these ancestral heroes are celebrated amongst the Anangu people today. Forever, humankind has been intrigued by the unexplained mysteries of the universe. Early myths and legends tell of mysterious objects roaring across the heavens. Scraps of ancient documents reveal phenomenal, unexplained manifestations in the skies. Virtually every religion relates to visitations from star people who descended to Earth in ancient times. To the many individuals who dug through old documents and records to discover that the UFO phenomenon had appeared periodically throughout history. Gradually, many people came to believe that the gods referred to in countless religions were merely extraterrestrial visitors from star civilizations scattered throughout the universe. The idea of ancient astronauts received its most popular expression in recent times in a documentary known as The Chariots of the Gods, created by Eric von Daniken. This led to the formation of an international ancient astronaut society in 1973. The understanding that gods from outer space may have guided humankind in its evolutionary ascent is supported by an impressive stack of evidence that ancient astronauts visited Earth in prehistory. And as a result, the ancient legends and myths of our early cultures, such as the Australian Aboriginal, the Dogon tribe of Africa, the Mayan, the Hopi, the Egyptian, and the early European are brought forward and given fresh interpretations. It's time to take to the skies and see this amazing land from the perspective of a spaceship. More revelations on the extraterrestrial front came from a respected scientist known as Carl Sagan. He was both an exobiologist as well as an astronomer. he put forward that Earth may have been visited by various galactic civilizations many times during prehistoric periods, and that it is not out of the question that artifacts of such extraterrestrial visits might still exist. Now, this sort of hypothesis, coming from a respected scientist, encouraged many UFO researchers to put forward that Homo sapiens may have been seeded on Earth. For despite the many theories put forward by conventional scientists, it is still not known how humans originated on this planet. The Darwin theory of evolution remains a fascinating yet unproved hypothesis, simply because the elusive missing link remains undiscovered. The alleged link between humans and their anthropoid cousins may have been provided by visitors from another world. Some believe that not only did the ancient astronauts carefully guide the evolution of humankind, they also assisted early builders in erecting great monuments as testimony to their presence, such as the Cheops Pyramid in Egypt. Many ancient cultures have legends of amphibians or serpent people who, like Oannes, the half-human, half-fish, instructed the early inhabitants of Mesopotamia in the arts of civilization. There was Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent of the Aztecs, who descended from heaven in a silver egg, and there are the Nagas, the handsome semi-divine serpent people with supernatural powers who figure in the Hindu and Buddhist traditions. Scattered amongst the dim corridors of history, there are frequent mentions of legendary sky people who were considered to have been emissaries of the flying serpent. The snake-worshipping Aztecs and Mayans are not far removed from the Chinese, who worshipped a celestial dragon. Both cultures may have been contacted by emissaries from another world, a highly advanced extraterrestrial reptilian species that has been observing the evolution of Earth for millions of years and has returned in the greys. The UFO pilots or UFOnauts of modern times, who are described by contactees and abductees as reptilian in appearance.
Generation TV, a little beauty, we're just in that helicopter having a bit of fun.
The Australian Aboriginal, Japanese, Celtic, Israeli, Native American and other spiritual leaders from around the world share their stories of extraterrestrial contact and the star ancestor prophecies. Aboriginal Australians believe that we dream our way into this world and we dream our way out of it. Spending time in the outback of Central Australia certainly opens your mind, body and soul to the infinite possibilities of the past. Further still, we come to consider the wonderful seed energies which lay waiting to sprout within the human consciousness. If we are all from the stars, then surely our evolution will find us returning to our primal home. And as we look up at night into the vast expanse of space, we are drawn to consider who we really are and what we are to become. We live amidst a great time of transformation inspired by intense social and environmental change. And with this adversity, the human spirit is forced to rise beyond the ordinary. And from this evolutionary leap comes a transformation in consciousness. We are galactic, we are dimensional, we are extraterrestrial.